What I learned from 8 months of game development. This is already my 8 months of game development. I started my car race project, titled Rev Up, beginning January, and what planned to be a 3-month project evolved into this lengthy process of creating it. I first thought that 3 months is long enough to finish a game, or so I learned from another game developer. Never did I thought that what he was saying probably are casual games, with simple mechanics and minimum assets to be made. Mine is a complete video game with almost all prescribed game mechanics for a car game thrown in. So what did I learn from this grueling 8 months of game development? 1. Starting early is better. The first thing that I'm glad about is that I started this project the moment that I thought about it. I just finished a 2D game, an endless runner game, with assets I got from Kenny. I felt good with releasing the game on itch.io, though honestly, it was not that good. So I was looking for my next project. With no drawing tablet at hand, I quickly crossed out a 2D game for my next project. I know I need to start something. So I jumped at 3D instead, with Blender being accessible for game asset creation. I chose a car race game. So I started right away after creating a 3D prototype scene. If I waited too long to execute it and work on it right away, it could have been that I have no game to start with right now. So I started this project last January, and it is now August. How time flies so fast. If I had dilly-dallied then, I might have lost a lot of time and learning in the process. 2. Game development is difficult. As with any worthy goal and aspirations, game development is difficult. I never thought that to advance an inch. Sometimes, it takes days, weeks or even months, just to get past a task in game development being a new game developer. Though there are also times when I could just whip out a solution with my good background in programming. An example of difficult times in my game is the task of moving my cars. With that, I needed to learn some wheel collision physics, and it took me 3 months just to get a full grip of this knowledge. During the first months, most were trial and errors to get the car moving. Yes, I was able to move it, but not properly. It moved indeed, but it was tipping over when turning. It was only when I got myself familiar with the terms and concepts that I finally got a breakthrough in this aspect. Another classic example is the AI. It also took me 3 months to have a working prototype integrated into my game. What I did wrong there was I tried to invent a new AI system. After 3 months of coding and working on it, and following multiple tutorials, I had to scratch it at the last minute. It was not working. Ironically, the solution came handy within a day. I got an instant AI system thanks to NavMesh. But even with this new solution, I still have to perfect it. 3. Consistency is important in these 8 months of game development. There was a month or two that I lost the energy to go on with creating the game. During the first 3 to 4 months, I was consistent in learning and integrating new concepts and mechanics in the game. But somehow, I faltered in the 4th or 5th month. My energy was sapped. I feel exhausted and could not move forward. The excitement of creating a 3D game has died down somehow, but the game was still unfinished. This is a time that I learned that to complete a game, I need to be consistent in working at it. I need to put in the effort, no matter how small it is. I definitely cannot sprint working on it every day or every week. I need to stop this illusion that I can finish it in one sitting. Consistent and regular work put on the project it should be. Consistency is better than burst momentary effort. 4. 4,000 lessons still to be learned. Even though I have been in game development for 2 years and going 3, all of these times spent on following tutorials and online classes, there is still a ton of learning that I need to do. Game development encompasses a lot of skills and talent. Creating graphics, sound design, the game engine itself, coding, and most of all skillful time management. These cannot be achieved or attained in this short time. There you go guys. Please subscribe if you like this content. But right now, tons of work is waiting for me in my game. Bye.